My GG Waganje.
It's the return of the Mac. I'm still alive just like Tupac.
Yes, we are back. 2G's in the pod, your mum's favorite duo. Back in the studio again. What are you saying, Andy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. New studio again.
Yeah.
This one's wavy, though.
I like this one. I'm comfortable right now, man.
Very, very
I'm chilling.
It's a bop, though.
Yeah, it's a long way away, but Bromley.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, really good, man. Had a good couple of weeks. Carnival.
Yeah, I mean, the bank holiday weekend.
We
need to do the carnival. Should we start with the carnival roundup? Or we've got topics.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of topics.
Look how many we got. We got topics, and we got stuff to discuss.
There's quite a lot of topics.
Yeah, man. What's happened?
Yeah, we can start with the carnival roundup.
Should we start with
That mean we can start anywhere. Obviously, you hear yeah.
let's start with
Be
that,
Honest
actually.
playing in the background.
Let's start with that one actually, because you had a theory about this song.
I'm not. I don't even think it's a theory. I think it's correct.
It's fact.
I'm saying it's factual. Yeah, that this song has to be about Stormzy because like it's too perfect. It's too perfect that like.
Do you think this whole thing was part of her rollout?
Bro, I feel like it was part of everyone's rollout. Like,
You know what? Because I saw something recently, yeah. They were saying the whole Stormzy and Maya like breakup thing. Obviously, neither of them has spoken about it. And obviously, he's dropping that song where he's dressed in the like boxing thing. Everything, like,
she's being up with AJ.
yeah, like it's all fallen into place too well for it to all be a coincidence.
That's what I'm saying. No, but going back to this song, yeah, if you just listen to the lyrics,
Yeah.
it says, be honest, you want this. Like, and then it's what? I can be heartless regardless of my conscience.
Yeah.
It's just too perfect. Like, and she dropped it either right before the rumor or right after the
It
rumor.
was right before. It was like the week before or something like that.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, this is definitely about Stormzy, Big Mike.
Yo, he's amassing quite the roster. I didn't know what to say it. Bro.
Imagine that, like, obviously I don't condone cheating.
I mean, we don't do that. As black men, we don't.
So
do that,
I don't know.
but,
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can really believe what's going
I
on.
can't relate either, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a good explanation for what's happening with Big Mike right now. Like, I don't think
He wasn't cheating.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what he was doing.
I mean, I think it's all lies, but
Maybe he was just giving her a hug or something.
Yeah,
like on a friendship one.
yeah.
Like, oh shit, you're at this party too. Yo, come here, man. Bring it here. Yeah, no, I'm not sure I can believe those rumors, but like, imagine like cheating on Maya Jama with Georgia Smith. Like, that's just a different lifestyle.
Yeah,
That's insane.
And again, I have to say I don't condone it, but if you had to do it, like if you were forced to do it, you'd want it to go. You'd want it to go that way. Innit?
Like, yeah.
To be fair, Maya's been out here, man, ever since. Although actually, I saw this thing about Maya's she's living her best life, blah 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 blah. Yeah, but she's not doing anything like different to what she's always been doing.
Yeah, that's how she
Like
lives
back,
her life.
I mean, I don't really check her stories and stuff like I used to, but like back when she was coming up, like I used to have her on Snapchat, and she'd always be posting like pretty much the same kind of stuff that she's posting now, innit? So,
Nah, yeah, I follow on Instagram. I like check her stories out now and again. They haven't changed.
yeah,
She's still,
exactly.
and this is the thing about the AJ thing. Yeah, I feel like I don't even understand how people, maybe just because of the context,
Yeah.
but like that is a very normal thing that she would have done, like in her
Exactly.
normal
she,
life.
She interviews people.
Yeah.
That's her job. So.
So it was just a bit mad that like
Yeah.
people took a picture with AJ to be like, yo.
No, but I swear it was because her lock screen in that, you know that picture, she's holding her phone.
Wait. Okay, I
In
didn't see the lock
She's
screen.
holding her phone, and the lock screen is a selfie with AJ. But it could have been that she'd just taken a picture with AJ, and the picture was still on her phone, and while he took one, because he was the one that took a selfie or whatever, right? And cause
No, she took a selfie. Maybe they both took a selfie. I didn't see AJ's selfie. I don't follow AJ.
I don't follow AJ at all.
So I only saw the Maya Jama one.
Yeah. Basically, there was a picture on her phone, and it looked like
it was her lock
Yeah.
screen.
And then also she referred to him as this one. Remember she said working with this one today.
Yeah, which is a bit mad. No, she said he's training me. That was the thing.
And she said working with this one today. That was the caption on like or the tweet or something like that. Basically, I know that this one that hit.
Working with this one.
No, he must have seen that. Done the Idris. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. Like, we said we called it the supposed infidelity of Stormzy because, like, as we said, like, we don't think he has it in him to do it. But boy,
Not our champ.
yeah. But if you had to, like, if you really had to, you'd want it to you'd want it to go that way.
Yeah. Wait. So there's 4 people in this situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Stormzy's taking the L.
Still, yeah. I was gonna say who's winning, who's losing in this
Stormzy's
situation.
definitely not.
But how did
Maya
that?
was like wife potential. But the thing is, the way I see it, I feel. I mean, this is all speculation and like gossip and that, but like it kind of looked like the relation. Not that the relationship was done and stuff, but like the way they've sort of, if they have split, the way they've split, and it's been quite amicable between the two of them. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's been.
Well, from what we know, anyway.
From what we know, yeah. Either it's like they just decided, oh, let's be like mature about this, or they genuinely were like, they'd already like drifted apart. kind of
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
And they just like, let's cut it.
Yeah.
And ones. But yeah. I was actually thinking though. I don't know if I've discussed this with you yet, but if you had to cheat, yeah, basically, cheating up
If
or
I had
cheating
to
down.
cheat on my non-existent girl.
Yeah. Like cheating up or cheating down, basically. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because although like my jam is amazing, but like
I've discussed this as well, actually. I think with Jamel, probably. That's the person I usually discuss these sort of topics with. I think
is it more disrespectful?
you're gonna
Less
like. This is
disrespectful.
gonna sound so bad, yeah. Let me just put it out there. I'm not like this. I'm just saying, if you were to cheat, but you wanted to stay with your girl, you have to cheat down. Like, no, but you do. You honestly do. Like, you cannot cheat up and then expect your girl to stay with you.
I can't lie, bro. This is a real like men are trash conversation. Like we are trash, bro. But yeah, as we
No,
were saying,
men are trash.
yeah, but as we were saying,
But we're just conversing right now. I'm not saying that this is something that I practice.
it's just conversation.
I'm
It's
just
hypothetical.
I'm just here for
right?
debate.
Yeah, like basically, if you cheat up, yeah. But the thing is, because if you cheat down, then the girl's like, it's a bit like the whole when cheated on Beyonce, and it was kind of like, how could you cheat on me with her? Like, do you remember? Like, there was one lyric she said, like, where she's basically saying that the girl he cheated with is like, she's not.
Yeah, but
Can't
I
even
feel
compare her to me. So like, how could you?
I feel like
you dashed all this away for her, that kind of thing.
I feel like you have to give her the opportunity to be able to say that though. Like
You don't want her to okay, yeah, you don't want her to see the girl and be like
you don't want
where she'll see the girl and they kind of shrug and be like, oh,
yeah, like
I would have done
this girl. Shame on you. Look at yourself. But you know what I mean? Because like I don't know, man. Say I can't think of a good example, but like if you cheat with someone who's like paying, like maybe like say I just have I don't even know what to say, but yeah, if you cheat on someone who like maybe your girl thinks is out of her league, then she's just gonna be like self-conscious for the rest of the relationship because she's gonna think that you don't think that she's
To be honest, I feel like cheating on someone will make them self-conscious regardless, because
That's true.
they'll be
That's
thinking
true.
like, I don't know, like it really depends, but like surely they'll be thinking to an extent like, what did I do wrong?
yeah, that's
Do you get me?
true.
Like,
That's true.
if-
That's true. But like at least like if you cheat down, like when she's thinking what did I do wrong, it's not gonna be like
she's also
looks.
thinking like, nah, look at this guy.
yeah. She's gonna look at this clown.
You had me and you went for that.
Whereas if it's looks, like I feel like that's
That's
like harder to recover.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if your girl was to cheat on you, would you prefer that she cheated up or down?
Boy. Yo, I'm spun.
And what would you consider up even?
Yeah,
Is it looks? Is it money? Is it?
If it's a money thing, but then if it's a money thing, that's more that like. I'm just thinking she's just a bird. Like you could go call. Like,
No, but I'd be burning though.
I'll be burning.
I would still be burning.
But I'll be thinking like she's shallow to an extent in it, like and materialistic. Because you know what I mean? I don't know why it's hit me like this, because it's never happened to me. But yeah, I wouldn't like. I wouldn't be mad insecure looking at my pockets. Like, oh, I've got nothing.
Okay.
She knew I didn't have much when she got into the relationship. You know what I mean? So, but if the guy were much taller than me,
yo, that would spin me. That would spin me
because there's nothing I could do about that. Like I can make more money. You know what I mean? I can't just. I can't just grow a foot.
I'm just looking at myself in the mirror like, why are you so short, man? Why couldn't you just be taller?
I don't know. I think I would like rediscover my hoop dreams, because I'll be like, because if I'm that 5'9" guy dunking on people, then you can't say shit, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't actually. I've never thought of it from the other perspective.
From it, like
if I were the one being cheated on, but because also like, I wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit like what you said. Like if you cheat on your girl, but you want her to stay, get me? But like,
which is a trash.
It's trash. Yeah. Firstly, it's trash. And secondly, like I would never stay if it was the other way around, did it?
Yo, that's so like.
So I'll be like,
yo, we do have double standards about that as men. It's like, yeah. I can cheat on my girl and expect her to say, but if she cheats,
whoa.
I'm gone.
It's sounding a bit too real right
now.
No.
Not me. Me.
We couldn't do that. But,
not me.
But some others out there.
Yeah.
Of the not black persuasion.
I have heard the word spoken before.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. This reminds me of that convo we were having with that girl at Dwayne's party.
What girl?
The one that you were
talking
about. Do you remember when you yeah.
Oh.
That was a bad convo.
Well, yeah, that was a bad convo. But I still stick to what I was saying though.
She was chatting shit.
I don't think that anyone can say like definitively that they would never cheat on their significant other.
Except for black men. But yeah. I don't think anyone
No. Like I still don't think anyone can say I don't think black men would cheat, but like because black men don't cheat. Yeah. But I think it's a bit mad to say it because how can you have like considered every single scenario in your head for you to say that you would never ever cheat?
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
Like everyone has weaknesses, like everyone can make mistakes. So
yeah. You know, that's true, yeah. No, I was talking more about, you know what she said about if you stay with someone that cheated on you, that you don't respect yourself.
That part of the conversation.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I think if you stay with someone that cheated on you, you're just like a forgiving person. I think if they cheat on you, they don't respect you, but that doesn't mean you've lost respect for yourself. I don't think in every case it means they don't. That's
what I'm saying.
I think they don't respect you.
But things can happen though, innit?
Maybe not even they don't respect you. They don't respect the relationship, definitely. Actually, I don't even want to get into that side, but I don't think that if someone takes someone back after they've been cheated on, it means that they don't have respect for themselves. I think that's...
No, it doesn't mean that.
I think that's...
Because
this is cap, man. Cap.
That's complete cap.
Yeah.
Because, like, people could cheat for so many different reasons. And, like, I don't think it makes you weak to forgive someone. Not that you have to forgive them. Like, you could definitely say, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah.
But if you choose to forgive them, like, that doesn't make you stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, if they continuously do it and you continuously forgive them, then but
then you're done with it.
You know, stuff happens. Like,
yeah.
Not that I'm condoning cheating.
No, listen, bro. This is all hypothetical.
Yeah. This is like so far out of my comfort zone. It's difficult for me to even talk about. But like, if it were to happen, I don't think it's like ridiculous to take someone back, male or female. Like,
have you noticed since this whole thing? Actually, I think it's more since she dropped this song. Georgia's whole, she's just changed her like, vibe. But that makes sense.
But maybe that was like
part of the. I mean, I guess the song.
The song was like that. Like, I mean, she's also like getting older. To be fair,
because she's always come across as like shy and stuff like that in interviews and all that kind of stuff.
But the thing is,
and now she's
The thing is,
She's
if you
not anymore.
in that way, like when what you're referring to is like when she was shy and come across as like kind of like, I don't know, maybe like the girl next door kind of type, the extremely beautiful girl next door. But
I did feel like I would see her in Grove.
you know what I mean? Like she had that like down to earth.
You just see her in Sainsbury's or something.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
like, you know, my sister saw her in Sainsbury's one time actually.
Really?
In Oxford, yeah. It was random. Like,
I mean, she was in Grove. Like, didn't she go to like the kebab shop once in Grove?
Yeah, I wasn't at home that time. It was really annoying because I saw it on her Insta and I was like,
it was like middle of the night as well. She just went for a kebab.
I was like, I should be at home right now. Like, but yeah.
So like, but if you consider it, yeah. Firstly, she was like 19, 20 years old at that time. Secondly, she'd just gotten famous.
How old is she now? 21?
Like 21, it's like a year later. but she's been in the spotlight for a year.
Yeah, she had just gotten
like she's been what? Like one of the Dior girls.
Yeah,
like
because she first kind of like got recognition when she was on Drake's More Life. That was 2017. So it's been like 2 years basically. Since people.
And bro, if I'm in the spotlight every day, if I'm like on the cover of magazines, if I'm like being chosen for all of these like
you're gonna get
beauty brands, like fragrance brands, like poster girl or whatever, of course I'm gonna change. Like of course I'm gonna be like a little bit more out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm confident now. I'm feeling myself. I got sauce. So not that she didn't have sauce before, but like, and if you add that to the fact that she's also getting older, like she probably is,
and she's single now as well.
It's an amazing time to be alive.
Yeah, I'm like, remember I told you I suspected it.
No,
I could just tell something was in the air. Innit?
Seemed happier.
Seemed more free. Seemed happier. Something was in the air. Innit? I was just like, she might be single. You know? I remember I messaged, bro. I definitely messaged you. I was like, is Georgia single yet? Because we've been waiting, didn't it? So,
oh, you did? And I was like, bro, I don't know. Potentially.
Like, oh, you don't know. And I was like, all right, watch this space. We'll see.
Yeah, she's single.
Yeah.
Good for her. Wait for that right someone to come along.
Oh, man. But yeah, should we do the carnival roundup?
Yeah.
Actually, you know, you had that question. You said, is it acceptable to ask a girl to come carny with you for a link up? And you explained what you meant.
I explained what I meant.
No, can you?
Oh, okay. Because, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people would say, like, firstly, don't go with your girl to carny. That's one.
Okay. So you're talking about asking your girl to come?
No, not necessarily. I'm just saying that's one. Like, people would say that. Like, they don't want to go with their girl to carny.
Yeah.
I also don't think that people would think about it as, like, a link up or a date sort of thing. Like,
oh, so that type of link up. Like,
yeah.
Asking a girl to go carny, like, to go out with you to carny, like, as a date is a weird one.
But the thing is, like, I'm not saying but in the sense of,
I don't know, because
in the sense of, if I'm not saying in the sense of like, it doesn't, because
it's a long day, bro. Like,
yeah, that's true.
It's a long day.
You can head in the evening, innit? Like 3-4 p.m. But I'm not saying like a mad official date. Like I'm not.
No, I know.
I feel like you're talking about like some sort of like 3-course meal or something.
No.
I'm just saying like a casual,
like as a casual link up. But I mean more like if I'm flipping it. Yeah. So if I were a girl and a guy said to me like, "Oh, come carny with me," I just think like, "Where's your boys?" Like, do you not have people to roll with? And then if it were the other way and I was if it were the other way and a girl asked me, I was about to say if I were a boy, and a girl asked me to come carny with her girls or like with her group. Right now, I'm going. I'll see you there, innit? But I'm going.
You won't though.
Yeah. You won't.
When have you ever said to someone, "Yo, I'll see you there," and then seen them? When I drop that line,
I see it to the people I don't want to see.
Yeah, when I drop that line, it's in full knowledge that I'm not going to see these people. It's like, oh, I'll see you there.
I remember because there are a few people that it was on the Monday when I was on. So basically, Monday I went with my boy Jordan, and this guy Eman, he drove us to Kilburn. Then we got down and we walked from Kilburn, like it wasn't far. And people were messaging me while I was walking because I snapped the car journey. They're like, "Oh, where you at?" And I'm like, "Oh, Kilburn." And I just kept it so vague because I was like, "Bro, I'm not trying to see you today. If I were trying to see you, we would have made plans. You would know exactly what time I'm reaching here. You know what I mean? Or we would have called each other, something like that. So I was just like, "Yeah, I'm headed to Carnival." That's like, kept it vague.
Fair.
But now my point is like you would go.
I know what you're saying.
I don't
like
think
normally
it's unacceptable. I just think it's a bit weird because like, surely you have people to go with.
Yeah, normally people would go with like their boys or like go with their girls. But just think about Carney as like an event. Firstly, it's a lot of fun.
It is
Like
fun,
it would be way more fun to go with a girl to that than to go for dinner, in my opinion. Like it's a much better vibe.
yeah, that's true.
So
But then I think to an extent, because like you're stuck with the people it's a long day, bro, and you're stuck with them. So like,
yeah, it would. I feel like it would have to be. It wouldn't. It couldn't be like a first link up type of thing.
yeah,
It would have to be someone that like you kind
like
of had
potential-
been. Yeah.
If it's like a potential, like, this could be bae, this could be wifey kind of thing.
Then you.
Then it's like that could even be her first chance to like meet the man. I'd be cool. And then like one guy's in the corner, he's like, oh, you know, Jamel's always on the madness. But yeah, I mean, because I thought when you first asked me, I thought you meant just like, is it acceptable to go with a girl? And I'm like, bro, we've done that. Like,
Yeah, no.
normal,
Of course,
normal.
that's
It's
no.
just
I was
part-
saying
part of
like,
the- part of the group. Innit?
is it acceptable to like link a girl that isn't like,
see, I
yo,
see.
let's go carnival.
Yeah. No, I mean, personally, I wouldn't do it because I like to roll with my guys. You get me? Like,
Yeah, but there's 2 days.
yeah, actually, I haven't thought about. I like to roll with my guys on both days, like different groups. But I could just,
Combine into one.
or even one group. We'll see you next year, because this like Sunday I went with the uni lot, and then Monday it was more like guys from like home guys. So I usually just grab whoever. Like I didn't really have a plan on the Monday. It wasn't until Monday morning I called Jordan. I was like, "What are you saying for carnival?" He's like, "Oh, we're driving to Kilburn." I was like, "Oh, come, I'll come with you in it." So
Yeah, fair.
yeah.
Yeah, fair. No, it just hit me. 'Cause I was suddenly like, yo, this is like it's like a vibe. So, I mean, it didn't just suddenly hit me that carnival was a vibe, but it just hit me as in like, yeah, I always like struggle to think of things to do
What do you mean?
with girls. Like,
Oh, as in like ideas of things to do.
Yeah, like fun things to do.
Yeah.
so if you were trying to link a girl like around that time,
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
but then when I was thinking that, I was like, no, but no one would really. I can't think of someone who would do that. So I was like, wait, is it just not acceptable?
It's because it's a
To
bit
do
weird.
that?
It's just a bit weird. Like you want to roll with your people, them, like your guys. You get me? You don't want to roll with just anyone. Like sometimes strangers can come. Like even I told my sister that that guy August that came with me.
Yeah.
Man, I told my sister he's coming, and she's like, "Oh, when did he make the team?" And it was like, "You can bring guests, but like, do you get me? But like the main
want
group
your
has to be
squad, yeah.
And also because he's not from London,
Your
and
1 to
everything,
5
like,
roster.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. Yeah, you could bring in a couple subs and stuff like that, and but like you wouldn't want to roll with people that you're not cool with. You get me?
Yeah, but I wasn't suggesting rolling with people you're not cool with. That's
No, but it's like you're not that cool with the girl yet. That's why you're testing things out. You know what I mean? That's why that's why it's even a question. Because if you were cool with her, then it wouldn't even be a question.
I get you.
You'd be like, yeah, definitely roll with her.
I guess if it happened more times a year, then it'd be different. But like, you only have 2 days. You don't want to waste.
Actually, no. I think of it like, say you were going to like a festival or something. Like, you wouldn't shout them to go wireless with you.
Why not though? That's a like cool motive to go to a chick with. With a chick.
Go to actually, yeah, wireless wouldn't even be too bad. But wireless is more something like. Actually, I think maybe it's because wireless is months in advance that you have to buy your ticket. That's why it wouldn't.
Yeah. Anything that you have to buy. That's why going to like shows with girls doesn't work unless they're your friend.
Yeah.
Because you have
don't
to
know
plan.
what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen.
That's a commitment. Like,
and even it might be one where it's like you don't chat for a while. You're like, oh hey, we're going to that show. Remember that?
yeah,
yeah.
That's a difficult one.
But how was your carnival?
It was good, man. It was. To be fair, I was quite laid back this carnival.
Why you're on crud? You don't strike me as the on crud type, bro.
No, I've never been to carnival on crud, but I've moved reckless at carnival before.
Yeah.
But I was very laid back this year. Like,
I was. This is the first year that I haven't fallen off, and I enjoyed it more.
Yeah, it was good, man.
And
it was
so
fun.
yeah, I'm gonna like. I mean, I knew I shouldn't be falling off, but it would just happen. But this year, I don't know. I think I paced myself well. I don't even know how it happened. I think it might have been just because, like, usually I have my drink. I just hold my drinks in my hand, so it's like I get tired of having them. so I just finished them. This time I had like a drawstring bag, so it just made it easier to transport
to
the
carry the drinks.
And it was like I would just forget they were there, so I kind of like I just enjoyed the vibe without getting completely smashed. Which is unlike me, and it was good. So
same.
But nah, yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I preferred the Sunday to the Monday.
Same.
Just because Monday is just a bit too packed. It's like on that level of just
it's really busy.
Too many people. Yeah.
Sunday's like a bit calmer.
Yeah, like even the Sunday because we got to Grove before the whole thing actually kicked off. So
yeah, that was funny.
we were standing there like it's usually live. Like
I swear, I literally said, "Has the route changed?"
But we were like, I was like, nah, because they would have said something surely, and then. Because we were just standing on Grove and there were just like a few people walking around. One person was getting, did you see the guy getting fish and chips? I was like, what's happening? Like, it's usually like live over here and then the floats turned on to...
Yeah, no, because usually I think every time I've followed the route, like come out of Notting Hill and then followed the route. So like come down, turn left, turn right.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But this time we just went straight down and then turned left like towards the end.
I get you. See, I usually start at the top of Grove because that first part of the route from Notting Hill Gate like station to there, like there's not much happening there. You know
Wait, but if you start at the top of Grove, you would have to take that route anyway. Like,
yeah, but as in I usually like. Maybe I'm getting confused.
There's no other way to get to the top of Grove other than to follow the route.
Yeah, maybe I'm getting confused.
But anyway, we came out like the bottom or like by the station. And we came out early, and there was nobody there.
Yeah, it was.
And I was thinking,
bro, what? It's nice though because, like I said, I brought a guest, and he's not from London, so he's like, bro, you brought me here for this.
Just a couple people taking pictures.
Yeah, but nah, it was good. It was really good. It was. It's just funny, like when you see people that are like bait. Like I was with Jordan, yeah, and Jordan just knows everybody. Everybody that plays basketball in London has met Jordan because he plays basketball. And bruv, like the number of people that will come just spudding everything, and I'm thinking like, right, like I felt like I was slightly out with a celeb kind of thing. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good. And also this year, I don't know if this is the case or not, but I feel like I've heard fewer stories of like sexual harassment from guys on girls. I don't know if that means that it's actually reducing or anything, but last year it was like I felt like that's all I heard about from carnivals, like people talking about how guys were moving mad. And this year I have heard like it's happened, but like up to a lesser extent. So I don't know if that's the case, but I hope it is because, bruv, like some of the stories I'm just like, bro.
Yeah, some guys.
Bro, and it's just like you're gonna like it ruins carnival for everyone because like it just ruins it for everyone. But for everybody that was like safe and like moving normal and stuff, it was a good day. Like,
yeah.
All that. But yeah, no, it was sick. I'm looking forward to next year. Yo, that playlist we made as well.
Yeah, that playlist was live.
Bro,
I was listening to that the whole weekend.
Bro, that got me gassed, man.
Yeah.
That probably got me gassed. I was listening to it until, because it was my sister's birthday on Tuesday, I played it all the way. Like, my sister told me to be in charge of the music at her birthday thing. It's like, I got you. And I just played the carnival thing. People were looking at me like, yo, carnival.
Yeah, it's done.
It's finished. I was like, yo, listen, we're still here, man. We're still here. But, nah, it was sick. It was sick. It's good as well when you randomly see people that you didn't go. Like, I saw off here.
Oh, you saw him?
Yeah, because like he was like, like time ago he was like, oh yeah, you should come through with us. Yeah, but he lives in Croydon, so I was like,
yeah,
I'm not going from northwest to Croydon back to west. Like, so I'll see you there. and then we did. Yeah, I did. Him and Don and the other guys. I like bumped into them on the route somewhere. But this was like halfway through where my head was gone. So I don't really, because like although I didn't fall off, like. I can't tell you exactly where I was at any specific time.
Right.
My head was just
right.
You're the ones where your head's just a bit fuzzy kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Happens.
Yeah.
Fairly often.
But yeah. Trying to get into a song.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I like this song, the Kano song. Pan fried.
Oh yeah, Kano dropped. Oh, you will play and we'll discuss that after.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, my GJ Wagan,
yeah, so that was Pan Fried by Kano, and Oh, Kojo Funds.
Kojo, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into music in a sec because there were a bunch of albums that dropped. Like, to be honest, there was actually like two. Oh shit! There are too many albums to get into like fully. But we'll get into a few of them. But what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah. Firstly, yeah, Jay-Z and the NFL, bro.
Ooh, that's a juicy topic.
Let's get into it quickly, yeah, and then. Basically, I'm mad disappointed in Jay-Z. And I don't know if it's because I feel like we gave him too much credit. Because basically, I read this article. I don't know if I sent it to you. It said Jay-Z's not in the wrong. Jay-Z's just a capitalist. Yeah. So they're basically saying like we shouldn't expect him to, if there's an opportunity, like he's a billionaire. So if there's an opportunity for him to make money, clearly he's shown that that's what motivates him because like he's made money. Look, he's made so much money. There's no way that like he's done that without having to, do you get what I mean? Like without that being the like primary focus of the things that he does, if that makes sense.
You mean he doesn't make business decisions based off his ideals?
Yeah. No, not
Or
even that. No, not that. I'm saying he will always make the, like, for example, in this case, it's sort of like he signed this deal with the NFL, which effectively not screws over Colin Kaepernick, but whatever allegiance he had with Colin Kaepernick before, it's like clearly this deal with the NFL's kind of superseded that. And he's made this decision because primarily, like, first and foremost, it's a business decision. So Colin Kaepernick was just sort of like the final hurdle that he had to sort of like get over, or not even hurdle. He just like, if signing this deal with the NFL, which will, even if it does do a lot of good, which it will make him money. So it's not like completely altruistic. His motives for doing this thing with the NFL, and even if it means that, he whatever sort of allegiance he had with Colin Kaepernick is like put on the back burner. It was ultimately a business decision first and foremost. So, and we shouldn't expect anything different from a billionaire, basically. If that makes sense. I don't think I've worded it well, but
Okay. Yeah, I don't know though, because just this time last year he was telling, who was it, not to perform the halftime show?
Travis Scott.
So it's a big switch. Because
But that's the thing, because this time last year he didn't have it. There was no deal on the table for him with the NFL. Do you get me? So it's not like anything's changed. Like he was saying all of that back then, but now it's like, because now he has a chance to. Basically, I've got two opinions on this. My first one, like when I first heard the thing, I was a bit disappointed in that, but I was like, let's wait and see what happens, kind of thing. And I think it was yesterday it came out that they're making like t-shirts with making trainer. Because everyone was saying like, oh, Jay-Z plays chess, you guys are playing checkers or whatever, like, you know, all that bullshit. But when I saw it was just that they're making t-shirts with Megan Trainor, I was like, okay, this isn't chess. Do you get me? And not only that, I was just like basically I was like, because you know the way it's given him, he might have an opportunity to be, he will have an opportunity to be a part owner of a football team now, an NFL team now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that's part of the deal. So like, although that's going to make him a lot of money, like it is something that like there's no black ownership in the NFL. Like there's no black owner. Or that's not true, but there aren't many black owners. There's either that there's not many or there are no black owners. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But basically, it's like if he has to do that like as the first hurdle to like open the door for there to be other black owners, then like we might look back on this in like 10 or 15 years and see that like it was a necessary step, even though the whole thing with Colin Kaepernick isn't settled and all that kind of stuff. Like it was like a necessary step for to increase black ownership in the NFL. If that makes sense.
I mean, that's what he was trying to say, right? Like that.
Is that what he was trying to say?
No, not specifically to increase black ownership in the NFL, but he was like his thing was we were kneeling because of police brutality. Now, like, everyone knows the issue of what we were kneeling for. It's time to change. Like, it's time to make a difference, or like it's time to.
Yeah. I think firstly, I didn't like in that interview. He just
No, he was. That was
Bro.
the way he worded it was so poor.
bro. So and not only that, like going around just pointing at random white people, like, do you know the issue? Do you know the issue? And they're like, yeah, police brutality. And
And
it's
it's
like, yeah,
like-
see, we know the issue. It's like,
Next or something. That's
Yeah.
it, bro.
slow down.
The issue's still there.
But the thing is,
No, but you know what though? I think there's like two ways to look at it, because like to like a small extent, it's like whether you like disassociate from something or try and integrate into it. Like if you assume that the way he's doing it is that he's trying to like make there a black presence in the NFL and trying to change the way the NFL
the NFL ownership, yeah.
thinks about things, then if that is his motive, then like it is a good motive. But some people would say that like, no, we should just stop fucking with the NFL altogether. So it's like we should remove
And like
our support.
boycott kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what they're saying,
No,
right?
but the boycott stuff doesn't work.
So then
Especially-
you have to integrate into it. Like you can't just stand on the outskirts
Yeah,
protesting,
that's true.
but
That is
not
true, that's true.
boycotting. Like you gotta do one or the other, either leave or
Yeah, that is true.
try and get
But
a
it was
bigger
more.
stake
It was
in
more
it.
that. So the reason the NFL even approached him, I'm not 100% sure of their reasons, obviously, but the halftime show didn't do well last year in terms of viewership compared to usual years, and in terms of the performance. I didn't watch it, but I've heard it just wasn't very good.
The Travis performance.
Travis's performance and
That's
just the whole
jokes, because
yeah.
I was just watching the documentary
the
and he's so
documentary.
gassed after
He's
that
so gassed,
performance.
yeah. But even in the his documentary, and we'll get into that in a second. But his documentary where he's playing, who was it that said we need Travis to perform?
Akon.
Again, he's chatting shit because you don't need him to perform, and if he didn't perform, they would have picked up someone else to dance with Maroon 5 or whatever,
Yeah.
and it would have been terrible, and we would have been in the same thing where it's like you see that. Like if all the big like black artists or whatever didn't want to do it, like the popularity of the NFL's halftime performance or whatever, where they get a lot of money every year, will decrease, and then they're gonna have to turn around and be like, all right, how do we fix this? And I think that's part of the reason why this deal with Jay-Z has even come about.
Yeah.
I also think that they've seen, like, basically they can sort of wash their hands of the issue now, because they're like, all right, we put Jay-Z in front of our social justice movement or whatever, so we don't have to. We're making an effort. Look, Jay-Z's there. He's doing stuff. He's making T-shirts. So, and it's got our logo on it, and we're paying him, so we don't have to. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't fight the
Account for
fact that like NFL players weren't like. Look, Colin Kaepernick protested, and he still doesn't have a job. You get me? So it's like NFL players, like when they kneel, it's kind of frowned upon. Like you've heard what's that his name? You've heard Donald Trump say a million times, like, "Oh, just shut up and play, shut up and dribble," or whatever. Or and he say like, "Get that son of a bitch off the field," or something like that. Yeah,
Like he
For-
said mad stuff.
you know what I
bro.
mean,
He
for
says-
protesters. But you can see like the view amongst a lot of people is these protests and stuff, like your politics shouldn't infiltrate sports. It shouldn't come into football. It shouldn't come into our entertainment, that kind of thing. But it's like you can't like separate the two.
They've never been separate. Like,
Exactly.
they've
You
never
can't
been
have a
separate.
black player come and then if he wants to protest about police brutality, being like, "Oh, now's not the time for that. We're here to watch football." That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
I mean, it's not a disconnected.
yeah, but
It's not a disconnected world.
you know what I mean? So but I don't know the whole thing, and I found it funny to see sort of Americans reaction to it, like
to Jay-Z.
to Jay-Z, yeah, because
What was the reaction?
I don't know. I feel like Americans have sort of turned Jay-Z into like the new messiah, because like anytime he does something, they're like, you have half of that. Have you seen the meme of, you know, when R. Kelly was doing his crying on that TV interview, and he's like, you should, you know that one, and then, you see the meme where they're like, he's like pointing at his head like, use your brain. This is, you know that
Yeah, I haven't seen that part,
Bro,
I've only
it's
seen the part like, I'm fighting for my fucking life.
But yeah, they're like, they I feel like half of them are doing that, like pointing at their head, like, listen, Jay-Z's on another level of intellect here, man. Yeah. And it's like Jay-Z can make mistakes too.
Yeah,
because
so definitely he's made mistakes.
Bro, he cheated on Beyonce.
Yeah, he's got 3 albums worth of mistakes at this point.
So, like he's like I don't know. I feel like the rush to sort of criticize him was a bit too much as well, because it's like take time. We don't actually know because like there was criticism as soon as the deal was announced, without anyone knowing what's going to come out of it. They just saw that, all right, he's in charge of their like media outlets, I'm guessing. So I guess he's in charge of the halftime show, because that's the only media that I know that they do.
Aren't they organizing like a series of performances now?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know, and Meek Mill is involved. That's all I remember seeing.
But that's another thing, because Meek Mill, I mean, Robert Kraft is one of the NFL owners, and he was the first guy, like, he's the guy that flew him in the private jet once he got out of prison to. Yeah, like, Meek Mill's friends with that guy, so
interconnected.
I don't know why Meghan Trainor's involved at all. Like, but anyway, there's that. But like, there was like a massive rush to criticize Jay-Z, and I was like, all right, like, cool, like it happens in it. Like I can see there's gonna be uproar kind of thing, but everybody should calm down and see what's coming out of it. Like, now, it's only now we know what's gonna come out of it, so it's like we can kind of criticize a bit more. But like, there were some people, as soon as the criticism was coming, they were saying like, "Oh, Jay-Z," like basically moving like Jay-Z's like God, and like every decision he makes.
I mean,
because he's the GOAT. Like, come on, bro. Like,
we have kind of put Jay-Z on a pedestal at this point.
Yeah, and it's like, and then another interesting thing was like, people were like, what would have happened if Kanye West were the one that made this decision and like signed this deal?
Yeah.
What's the difference? Because he definitely would have been rinsed.
Yeah, no, he would have been rinsed straight away. But people were saying like they trust. Yo, you know what's the funny? Have you seen the Dave Chappelle the stand up?
Yeah.
You know the part where he's talking about Jussie Smollett,
Juicy Smollett,
getting attacked by like 2 black guys in MAGA hats in Chicago, and he's like,
find out where Kanye West was.
Where was Kanye West last night? That was so funny. Yeah, he would have got rinsed. But people would say that it's because like they trust Jay-Z, whereas they don't trust Kanye.
Yeah, and people say Jay-Z has a track record. Like, I saw something saying like Kanye has a track record of stupidity, Jay-Z doesn't, which I don't agree. I mean, I agree that Kanye's been stupid, but Jay-Z has also been stupid. So I don't think you could say that he's never made mistakes. And then also they say Jay-Z has a track record of like helping people or whatever. But I was thinking like, I don't know. Like, in this case, like, I don't see how this partnership that he's done with them is going to help the millions of people, however many people he said it's going to help.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Jay-Z has a track record of helping people.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how true that is. Like, he's definitely helped
rappers.
Yeah, and stuff.
But I don't know how far past that he goes. I mean, he might go quite far. Like, I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know much. Yeah,
I know that he's like helped rappers, like paid for rappers, judges.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
What's the word? Lawyers and stuff like that. But I don't know past
paid
that.
Paid off rappers, judges.
Paid for rappers, judges.
Oh, you got I'll pay him off.
What's his name?
But yeah, like I don't know. I won't say like I've lost respect for him or anything like that, but I just it's kind of opened my eyes a bit, because I feel like he was, the last few years he seemed to be on this sort of, I don't know, I don't want to call it like a woke journey, but it's more like it's like a very like black empowerment has been.
Yeah.
And it kind of feels like
he was just doing it because that was.
No, I don't know. I don't feel like he was just doing it just to do it. I feel like it's just, this move doesn't scream to me black empowerment. Nor does it. I don't know. I feel like, especially if I were like Colin Kaepernick, I would feel like it's a slap in the face.
Yeah.
But having said that as well, I don't really know what the thing with Kaepernick, because he still hasn't. He's basically been blackballed from the league, yeah. But they gave him a settlement for the wages he lost. They never disclosed what it was, but I think I saw something about it being like the amount of wages he would have earned had he never protested. Basically, so basically like paying out the rest of whatever contract he was on.
Yeah,
if that's the case. And so I don't know, is the whole thing finished because he won the settlement? Like, is his case against the NFL? He brought a legal case against them. he won the case. He was paid the settlement money.
It might be done. I don't know what he's doing
So
now.
yeah, like, is it one where like, is it one where he's still being blackballed, or is it like the period of blackballing was until the end of?
I don't know.
I don't
Is he still trying to play in the NFL? Is he playing?
I don't
in
know.
the
Like
NFL?
he posted like on the 4-year anniversary of when he kneeled or something like that. He posted like basically he's been in the gym every day. He posted like some video thing showing like he's still ready to play basically. But yeah, I don't really know, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I'm not too sure.
But yeah, there was that. What else? Oh, Wiley was going mad about
Ed Sheeran on grime. Can Ed Sheeran do grime? Is Ed Sheeran allowed to do grime?
Yeah, I think so. Basically, because the question was basically like, it turned into like, is Ed Sheeran a culture vulture?
Yeah.
And I don't think he is. So I think Wiley just needs to chill. Wiley's been moving mad recently.
Wiley has been. There was
really
like a clip that came out of him a few years back saying Ed is one of the best to ever do it or something like that, and it's like Ed coming on grime. But the thing is, from one point of view, I do get what he was saying.
What's he trying to say?
I thought that what he was trying to say is that like he was doing like he obviously came up with a lot of people in the UK scene.
Yeah.
But then he left. Like he went completely away from like that type of music or hanging out with those type of people.
But all right, when he first came out, when was the album with A-Team and stuff? That was the one that really blew for him, right?
18.
A-Team.
Oh, A-Team.
Yeah. That's the first album
2011, I think, or 2012.
Yeah, and that was the first album that really blew for him, right?
Man, that album put me to sleep so many nights. Yo, that album, like, dude, you couldn't play the album without feeling tired. It was a good album, but like, whenever I was struggling to sleep at night,
That was your go-to.
that album on, bro, I would be conked out by like third song, by the drunk song.
Yeah.
Just wanna be drunk again, or something like that.
But basically, so because he dropped that, basically, you see the collaboration project he dropped now, yeah. He dropped one back in 2011, I think, called Number 5 Collaborations, and it had like a bunch of artists on it. But it was more like he said with this one, it's like he's just collaborating with a bunch of people he's friends with in the industry. That's why, firstly, it wasn't all grime. This tape, it was like he had a bunch of hip hop people on it. He had like some Spanish people on it.
We just had one grime song, no?
Yeah, exactly. It was one grime song basically.
Tape,
it was one grime song, and then he had like UK artists. So he had like Dave on it. Who else was on it from the UK? I can't remember right now, but Dave was on it on another song. And J Hus was on it on another song as well.
Oh yeah, with Young Thug,
yeah. But it was, that's what I'm saying. It was just a mashup, so it wasn't like. Firstly, it's not like he came out and made a grime tape. So
but that would never happen.
Exactly. So him putting a grime song on there, I saw it more as him showing his appreciation for grime. Boys with Stormzy. Like, he'll just do a song with Stormzy the same way Stormzy did a remix to Shape of You.
Shape of You, yeah.
It's almost like not returning the favor, but like, you get me? Like, they're just collaborating again. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? And also like, I think he's not a culture vote. Like, he's very organic in the way he sort of approaches his love for grime and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, he's not a culture vulture.
Does he have a love for grime?
Yeah, he's spoken about it. He's like rapped on different types of beats. No, I wouldn't say he's like done grime because he hasn't done grime. But you know what I mean. Like, he showed an appreciation for it. He's like well respected within our scene. Like I don't see him. I don't see him as someone that like takes from the scene without giving back, kind of thing.
Yeah, he has the series of interviews with like Dave and stuff, right?
Yeah,
like those Ed and Dave interviews. I know. He just like, I hadn't thought about it from that. Like the opinion came out of left field for me.
Yeah,
Wiley opinion.
Wiley's just a bit.
But then I was like, let's consider this. Is he a culture vulture? I mean, I would also say no, but
yeah. I mean, I think it really. Because if that's the case, then is it just anytime grime crosses over, is it the person crossing over is the culture vulture?
I don't know.
You could.
Would you say with hip hop?
Whenever someone collaborates with a hip hop artist, they're a culture vulture. It depends who. Like, for example, when Miley Cyrus was doing a song with every rapper in the world, she was being a culture vulture.
What about that Katy Perry and Migos song? Because that was the one that got a lot of debate about it.
But it got debate about it after there was that performance or something when Offset said he didn't want to dance on stage with a transgender woman or something like that.
Really?
There was something about that, and basically she's got a lot of. They screamed homophobia, and they've got a lot of. She's got a lot of like LGBT fans or something, and it just caused a whole bunch of uproar. I think that's when people started looking at that song, because before, when that song happened, I think they just saw it as she just put them on a song because hip hop was popping, and they did it because money. And then
then what about that Taylor Swift and Kendrick song?
I don't like that song at all.
That's not a good song.
Yeah, and I don't like Taylor Swift because of what she did to Kanye. Even though I don't rate Kanye, but what she did to Kanye was peak. Even though what he originally did, jumping on stage, was peak.
Yeah.
But still, like, you don't replace peak with peak. Like, that's not a response. But boy, I don't know. That's a whole different discussion. I haven't really thought about that one, to be honest. About like to what extent someone collaborating with a hip hop
Is
collaborating with hip hop or grime or anything like that. To what extent is it being a culture vulture? I feel like when you like say your references and stuff, like not references, like you don't have to come with like a list of references, but like if you can show like a track record of like appreciating this genre, or even if there's not a track record or it's something that you've now come to appreciate, like if you just use it for that song and then just fuck off and you never interact with it, with the culture, you never like push the song or anything like that, then it's a bit like, you're being a culture vulture. You just did it for that one song just to pop. So
if you just use it to expand your fan base, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like it has to be organic, and I feel like the way Ed Sheeran did it, or has done it, is organic. And also I feel like Wiley's moving mad.
I mean, Wiley, yeah, he's been moving mad for a while.
I asked because my barber in Fulham trims Wiley. So I asked him, like, yo, like, what's up with Wiley? Why is he always moving mad? He said, bro, I don't know, man. I just trim him. I just trim him and we chat, and then I go in. But yeah, he says, like, yeah, he's always moving mad. But yeah, in conclusion, yeah, he's not a culture vulture. Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, also it's a good song. I like that song.
It's a good song. Yeah. I didn't understand why they had H and JK on the remix of a song called "Take Me Back to London." Because they're not from there.
Take me back to Manny.
H is funny. Did you see they found Alhan found his old Twitter? Because you know he's like,
there's like bare pictures of him as a kid now.
Yeah, because it's from his old Twitter that was like, I mean, he was 14 5 years ago, so it was from 5 years ago or whatever. And right, he's in my brother's year. I just clocked. He's the same age as my brother. That's crazy.
But he's young.
Yeah, he's a youth. But yeah, like all those old pictures. And what's his name? Harrison something. That's it. I forgot his surname. But that age is jokes.
Sorry, darling. Did you seen that meme when he's like, he bumps into that woman?
Oh, sorry, darling. Girls are going mad over him as well. Bro, I find it so weird.
I don't understand girls. I don't know. Like their criteria is so wide.
The bar is so low. Like, man, bumped into some common apology. You've never before. Are you used to just when you bump into someone, like you're used to the guy just be like, bro, watch where you're going.
No, that was strange. I looked at that. I was like, wait, what? He's getting love for apologizing for bumping into an older woman.
Bro, that was funny, man. What did you think of those two, the Travis documentary and Dave Chappelle's?
Can't lie, the Travis documentary was boring to me. I found it boring.
See, I enjoyed it, but it didn't have to be an hour and 15 minutes long.
I've watched it in installments.
Yeah.
I've still got like 20 minutes to go. I started watching it, I think, on Thursday. Yeah. So, like...
I mean, he did have a big year.
He did have a big year.
Yeah, he did have a big year.
And some parts of it are gassed. Like, when everyone's going mad, it's gassed. But I'm just like... What was the purpose of this? Like, what was it meant to show us?
Money. They just made it because he's with Kylie Jenner. So, I feel like it was to put him to, like, a slightly different audience, if that makes sense. Like, anyone with Netflix. It was the first thing you saw when you opened Netflix. It was, like, on one of the suggested...
And I mean, probably would convince people to go to his live show.
That's true. The live shows looked crazy from that. I mean, they are crazy. I was I was watching it with my brother, and he was like, "Yo, I'm getting serious PTSD because from I told you the way he's really mean to his fans. Like he proper screams at them. He's like, "Move, get the fuck off me, man!" And he like chucks the mic at them and shit like that when he's in the mosh pit. Like I was watching my brother was sitting there like shivering. Like remember when Travis threw a mic at his head and when he fell in that mosh pit. That as in his live show is crazy. It is. But
I just didn't understand a lot of it. Like it just,
I just feel like it's like his career has reached a level that remember when I said I likened his career to Kanye's career, like the first 3 albums? Do you remember when I said that?
No.
I was like, he's done like a similar trajectory, but with music not as good as Kanye. And there's no knock on him, but Kanye dropped,
Kanye's albums were
Kanye dropped 3 classic albums, like his first 3. Yeah, the first 3 were definitely classics to me. Whereas Travis doesn't have 3 classics. And it's just like, I don't know. It's like, it just felt like his career's reached a certain level. Like now he's on that like whole doing arena kind of level, which I think he deserves to be there. And it's like it's nice to see that he's there and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like it's if we compare it to like how Kanye was at the like he was at a higher level.
No, the thing that I like. This is the reason why I said I don't get what the documentary was meant to do. Because like I feel like it was in some ways it was trying to be like an emotional documentary or like a Travis lifts people up, like he makes he had loads of people saying like, oh, he saved my life, like
I saw that. I find that
like you see pictures of him like going to the roller coaster park when he was young, and then he brings it back, and then there's like the bit where he's talking to the kids in front of when he gets the like key to the city, and like the whole way through I'm thinking this is not that deep. Like you're trying to make this deep.
The mayor kept on like popping up, and I was thinking like, who the hell is this guy?
And that's why I was confused, because I was like, it seems like you're trying to make him into like some sort of revolutionary. Who's like,
I mean, I guess maybe he is like big for people from Houston, because like I didn't know what Astro World was, but maybe it was like really a big thing, and that. In fact, he's brought it back. Maybe it is really big. Maybe that's why he's got the key to the city and all that stuff. Like maybe it really is like a revolutionary. Like he's up there with like Beyonce and stuff. Like, but famous Houston people. Like
I don't know. I just like they kept trying to make it deep, and then like when you have the parts with him talking, it's like he didn't make it that deep. Like he was kind of more just like.
I mean, he doesn't seem like the deepest.
He doesn't. I'm not gonna say that about him without knowing him. Maybe he's like,
but from what was presented to us in the big he doesn't seem like he's that deep as a person himself. Anyway,
so it was just a bit like I was a bit confused as to the purpose of it, and I can't watch an hour and a half of like shows that I didn't go to. Like, just watching other people enjoy shows.
But I don't know. I feel like, to be fair, his fans treat him the same way like Cudi fans treat him. It's like
Travis fans love Travis.
Yeah, whereas but also like because Cudi fans sort of talk about how he's helped them through like depression or stuff like mental issues, stuff like that. Whereas I don't feel like Travis makes that type of music.
That's my thing.
Yeah,
though.
I've listened to Travis's music for like since Rodeo. That's when I've like proper started getting into him, and I kind of went back and listened to Days Before Rodeo and stuff. And it's like he does have songs where he talks about like going through stuff, but his music isn't geared towards tackling mental health issues or talking about his own mental health issues.
That's what confuses me.
Like he more talks about drugs and stuff like that. Like
because even like if you take Cudi as an example, I don't know. I was a big Cudi fan, so like maybe I'm not the best person here, but his like lead single for his first album that they remixed and made it into that like dance tune, the Day and Night song. If you listen to the lyrics of that song, it's like.
I keep stressing my mind.
Yeah. I look for peace, but I can't attain. Like
no, and Cudi's music in general is geared towards discussing issues and stuff that
with mental health. Yeah, a lot of the time with mental health.
And you can just look at Kids See Ghost, and that whole album.
Yeah,
Like,
so I can see people being like, I gravitated towards Cuddy and he helped me out of a dark place. Like I
Yeah.
could understand people
and
saying that.
Travis has said the same thing about Cuddy.
Yeah,
but-
Travis also said that about
But
Cuddy. But
yeah, the Travis fans doing that about Travis is like,
how did you get that from Travis? I don't like. I'm just.
there's so many artists here where their fans just move in a way that makes me annoyed at the artist. Do you get me? Like J. Cole fans will make you hate J. Cole even if you like his music. Yeah, like because I love J. Cole's music, but I can't sit in a room and talk to like 2 J. Cole stans telling me about how amazing J. Cole is, because I'll be like, yo, like
Relax.
yeah. And it's a bit like that with Travis. Like
The only thing I could say like there was one person who was like he made it like when you're at his show you just feel okay to just be yourself, like you just like can move like no one's watching. That was the only part I was like, all right, maybe he helps these kids like let loose, like because kids might have a lot of pent up aggression in it, and you know
just get it out.
This is a place to get it out. Like
yeah, I mean because like even that stuff when they were saying like Travis makes. He's like he's talking to each individual fan. Do you remember that part in the documentary?
I don't know.
Like, bro, you're
Pick
chatting
up the
shit.
phone.
You're chatting shit because I've been to his show, yeah, and it's a really, really good show. Like arguably one of the best shows I've ever seen, but it's not that deep. Like, and it never will be.
So I was, but the documentary confused me. That's what I would say.
Honestly, man.
I was confused. The Chappelle show was funny.
What do you
I
think
don't think
about?
it's as funny as his other ones, but
I don't think it's as funny as his other ones, either, yeah, but I don't know. Like, did you see all the like? He got a bit of backlash.
he gets backlash from every single one.
Yeah, and the thing because he goes at everybody.
Wait, what did he get backlash from this one for? Because I
It was
haven't seen it.
I mainly saw backlash from the LGBT community, but I saw backlash just from basically everyone. But I do get it to an extent. The backlash, like, all right, you know, he made that joke about like you clicked on my face, bitch. Like, is that remember if you're watching this, you clicked on my face. You know that joke
In the show.
yeah. He's
I didn't really see that bit.
He's saying like you chose to
watch this.
Yeah, you chose to watch this, yeah. And it makes sense to an extent. Like he makes offensive comedy. Like that's his thing. Like he will, you know, like he'll basically take the piss out of everyone. And I feel like it's not too bad because he sort of goes at everybody equally. But that's what I like. I'm on because sometimes I watch it and like for example, he made that joke where he was talking about transgender people, and then he said like the concept of being transgender is funny to him. Because the concept of being in a body that's not yours is funny to him. Like he said, imagine if I were Asian and I woke up in a black man's body.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, I'm Chinese, and he did that thing, and I was watching it. And I didn't really laugh at that bit because I was like, I just felt like it was kind of beneath him to make a joke, just like, because the joke in that is him imitating a Chinese person.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like, it's not funny.
Yeah, there were a few points where I was like,
it's not
this isn't funny.
Yeah, it's just offensive. Like, it's not funny. And I was like, he hasn't really got it from Asian people about that joke because the like point of that joke was to take the piss out of transgender people. But like, if I were an Asian watching that, I'd be like, bro, this guy's just standing up there, just moving like an idiot, like, and it's
making
not
a
funny.
face.
Yeah. So I can understand to an extent like some of the backlash, but then on the other hand, yeah, like he makes offensive comedy. It's almost like clicking on something you know was going to offend you, being offended, and then complaining about him being offensive. It's like you knew it was going to offend you. He made he didn't make it to.
Thing is, some of it is funny, so it's very confusing to me because it's like, where do you draw a line? Or should there be a line when it comes to comedy, even?
Exactly,
because it's like some of that stuff. I'm like, I know that this is an incorrect comment, but this is funny.
Jokes,
and then some of it, I'm like, right, no, I wouldn't have said that, you know.
Nah. The thing is as well, it's like I wouldn't have said it, but like comedians have that license, right?
But there's some butts are like I didn't even want to hear it. Like, nah, that wasn't.
No, I get you.
I would have rather you didn't make that joke. So it's like I don't know. Should there be a line in comedy? Is a question that other people have asked. Plus,
some of it was funny. Like,
some of it was funny. Some of it was funny. But the school
funny.
shooter thing was hilarious,
Dude.
It's like, what is the point of doing school shooting drills? The shooters, the shooters training. So we go where when?
Oh, that was just
that was hilarious.
The one he said about LGBT are like they're all separate movements, but they're all in the same car.
Oh,
And he said it's driven by the G, the LGBT. He said because that's majority white men. And then he said, "Oh, oppression. We know these roads." Dude. Oh, he's like, "Oh, you want to navigate oppression? I'll take you." Oh man.
Yeah, the stuff about crack versus opioids. That was
so-
funny.
that was so funny.
That was funny.
That was so funny.
He's like, I finally understand white people because I didn't care either.
When he said, just say no. What's so hard about that? Oh man.
Yeah, no, some parts of it are funny, but no, it's not like compared to the other ones he released. This one kind of disappointed me a little.
Do you mean
bit.
the other Netflix specials or the other?
The other Netflix ones?
Oh, I thought you meant just his other like content, so like the Chappelle show, or like the other stuff from.
No, I'm
ages
just
before.
comparing it to like he's
Oh.
released like 4 Netflix shows now, right?
I've
3 or
seen.
4.
I saw the one where he talks about he tries to make a punchline out of like I kicked her in the
Yeah,
um
that one's jokes. I think
that one I prefer.
that one's funny.
I prefer that one. Boy, I can't even remember. If I
No, I think that's
I need
that's
to-
the funniest one.
I think I need to
Personally.
watch them. And
There was
see.
one where he spent the whole time talking about like sexual abuse, which was
Is that the one where he talks about R. Kelly as well?
no, that's a different one. That's the one where he was talking about like the Me Too movement and stuff. This
Oh,
one I'm
and
talking about.
The one.
There's one where he's in front of like a small audience.
I think I need to go. I haven't watched it in a while because it came out a while ago, innit?
Yeah, but the funniest one is the like
Yeah,
kicked her in the pussy
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That one is funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it's a discussion for another time about like sort of the license that comedians have compared to just like.
Yeah. What do you think of? So, if he's not doing comedy, like if he's not on a show, what do you think about it? Because remember that was that whole thing of like him and Daniel Caesar where they had that little beef. Because like,
But the thing is, I don't know, because it's like if he's not doing it in a show, he still jokes like that. Do you know what I mean? Like it was a bit like the joke he made about the whole Kevin Hart situation with the Oscars.
yeah, I can't remember it fully though.
Basically, he was saying like Kevin got done for his tweets. He tweeted 4 things about
Yeah,
gay
yeah.
people. And he basically said like it was clear Kevin was joking.
Mm.
But and he like it was a long thing. But basically, it's like Kevin Hart tweeted that stuff. They came at him. He apologized. Then he refused to apologize like more, and then they kicked him off the Oscars. And then he went around apologizing and
the
stuff.
6-week apology tour.
But it's like he was clearly joking. Do you know what I mean? So like even if the joke is inappropriate and stuff, like he's a comedian, he jokes. Sometimes it's going to be inappropriate stuff. So to what extent are you like allowed to push the boundary, if that makes sense? And I don't know. And to be honest, I'm glad I'm not like a comedian in this day and age, because like trying to figure out what is
acceptable and what is not.
Yeah, because like let's face it, like we all find certain offensive things funny.
Yeah.
And it's only not funny when you're not the butt of the joke. Sorry, it's only not funny when you're the butt of the joke, if you get me.
No, sometimes there's like stuff where it's not related to me, but I'm still like.
Yeah, no, sorry, I meant like things that are like generally offensive that that you'll find funny. It suddenly becomes not funny when you're the butt of the joke.
Yeah,
Like, so for example,
yeah.
if he was actually, I was gonna say like I was gonna say that if his whole skit were telling jokes about black people, but I still find that funny. So
Yeah, but
it's
that's
a bit
also
different
because he is black.
Yeah.
Like, if say it was
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a white comedian who was making
loads
jokes
of-
about black
then-
people,
then
would it
you'd
be
like-
funny?
exactly. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a conversation for
That's
another
another
day.
day, man. Should we get into music quickly and then
Yeah, it's getting on, you know.
yeah, a lot has dropped.
Cool.
Which one do you wanna go for first? There was Care Package right at the start of the month.
Did that drop? But that dropped after we did our last.
Oh no, it was
podcast?
before we did it. It was before that. Yeah, we spoke about it in the last one, innit?
That went number 1 in the US.
Drake's just got a different.
That's
power.
crazy.
He's just got a different power.
That's
like,
crazy.
I could drop old songs. Bro, that's the biggest flex ever. Like people must be looking like, oh, this fucking guy.
You dropped a bunch of songs from like 5 years ago and got number 1 in the US. That's a different type of source.
Yeah. it's true what we said though. Like this probably is like some of his best work ever.
Yeah.
So,
Remember, who was it? Jamil was saying that like if it was new songs, he'd probably say it was album of the year.
I would actually. I think I'm with him. You know? I've been spinning it a lot. Like
Yeah, there's bangers on that.
yeah,
Heady One's album was good.
really good.
Well, EP, I guess, mixtape.
Really, yeah, mixtape.
Yeah,
That
was really
they're all
good.
the same these days. That was really really good. I was a big fan of that, especially. I think Eddie's kind of carved out his own lane within not just drill, but like UK rap and UK music, because no one really makes the music that he makes the same way he does. If that makes sense. Whereas there's a lot of people. For example, I'll use the example of Digga D. His music sounds very similar to a lot of other drill artists out there.
Mm.
Whereas Heady stuff, even though like it started off like pure drill, like I think it's kind of changed a bit.
No, it's not pure
It's
drill,
not drill
anymore.
anymore,
I mean,
but-
he experiments with a lot of different sounds.
Yeah,
it
and
seems.
I think that's good, and it shows like progression.
Mm.
I feel like this is the best project he's dropped.
Yeah.
Like before, I liked his the one with Golden Boot, and that was my favorite Heady before this one. But I think this is definitely
Nah, this is the best one he dropped.
dude, like almost every song is fire. And the one with Nav, yeah. I just want to know what the conversation with Heady and Nav is like. Like, what do these guys talk about? Like,
Yeah, that's true. You know,
but the song is fire though. Still,
I like the project. I like that
Yeah.
project. Kano's project, I like.
what did you think of Kano's?
I mean, Kano's one is hard to judge because that came out 2 days ago.
Yeah,
But-
I need more spins still.
I liked it. Like the more I spin it, the more I like it.
It's nice to have him back, but I'll lie if I'm saying I wasn't slightly disappointed by the album,
Yeah.
just because. So what, he dropped those 3 singles or 2 singles or whatever like a month ago.
Trouble and
then-
Deja, Class of
and-
Deja or something.
Yeah. And although Class of Deja I really like,
Yeah.
and I don't know, like it's like we were saying earlier, like some of the beats were just a bit funny, like there was just something about it that I couldn't really get into the project properly. Do you get me?
Fair.
But having said that, I've only spun it like once.
If you spin a few more times, you might start to like it.
Yeah.
Because I think the more I listen
No,
to
I
it, the
don't
more
dislike
I
it.
like it.
Though. I don't dislike it.
Mm.
Yeah, I do like it definitely. But there was that one. Who else? Young Thug dropped.
Yeah, that's a good album.
I'm a fan of it, and not only that,
Is this debut album?
his technically his debut album, man. He's been running the game, for 6 years, but
Just dropped his debut.
yeah. But having said that, I mean, I can see why he did the whole make this his debut. Like, did you see how in terms of like we don't really care about the numbers that much, but this time it's finally actually like
Good.
yeah, like he sold 130,000 or something. He's outsold a whole bunch of other people.
Mm.
Like, I don't know where it ranks in terms of like this year's
Yeah.
list of like
Yeah.
numbers or whatever, but like remember ages ago we were talking about Young Thug and comparing his career to Travis Scott's because they both came up at a similar time,
Yeah.
yet Travis was on that sort of arena level,
Yeah.
whereas Young Thug wasn't. And I said the reason is because he doesn't seem to focus with his albums. He just sort of just drops,
Yeah.
and like if it's good, it's good. If it's not,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it's not, I'll drop another one in like a couple months anyway. So
Yeah.
but I feel like with this one, I don't know if it's because of the like J Cole having executive production on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much of it J Cole actually produced.
Mm.
But because it didn't sound like J Cole beats. So
No.
I don't know if J Cole changed his production style or if executive production more just meant I'm just gonna take control of this whole album.
Yeah, executive production is usually more like, well, I've got so many scratches on my phone. Executive production is usually more like you just the like artistic direction of the project
Yeah.
rather than actually producing beats.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say listening to it that I feel like the project has much more direction than like his other projects and stuff, but maybe just it has slightly more. So I don't really know what the difference is, but like he's finally doing the sort of numbers that I feel like he's deserved for a while.
Yeah, no, that project is really good. Maybe.
But in terms of the project itself, I was a fan of it. I thought it was a bit long, but like he kind of drops long projects in general.
Yeah.
I preferred his, he dropped that On the Run tape, like the EP.
Yeah, that was sick.
I preferred that
was
to
sick.
this, but this was good. Like I enjoyed it. And it's been a while since I'd heard some like a Young Thug project that I was a fan of
Mm.
because I didn't really like what's it called? The Beautiful Thugger Girls I thought was alright. The collab tape he did with all of YSL I didn't like. What did he have before? Jeffrey was all like. There's a lot of things that were all right, and I liked them for a bit, and then you sort of never really go back to them. Whereas this one, and I can't even. Obviously, it only dropped a couple of weeks ago, so I can't even say really whether I'll go back to.
Yeah.
But, I like this one. Let me see what else dropped.
Rick Ross dropped.
Oh yeah, what do you think of that?
To be honest, I haven't spun it much. I liked it when I listened to it.
Yeah,
I haven't listened to it since. Really,
yeah. I liked. I saw something. Yeah, you know the way he had a verse on the
With
song
Pusha T.
with Pusha T.
yeah.
And he was explaining why he took it off because
I didn't see that actually. Why did he take it off? Something to do with
Basically-
Lil Wayne.
no, because Lil Wayne was like the song was ready to go. Like Lil Wayne was fine with it. Everyone.
Mm.
Although I don't know if Lil Wayne had heard Pusha's verse,
Mm.
but basically he was like he knew that it wouldn't be helpful right now to sort of have a Pusha verse out there cussing Drake. Basically,
Oh, is that right? I got cramp in my foot right now. Oh, is that what the verse was gonna be about? Him cussing Drake.
that's what the Pusha verse was. He was going at Drake.
Okay.
Like
Again.
I mean, he hasn't really gone at Drake since Daytona. He hasn't really dropped anything since Daytona.
Yeah, but he released that interview, right? How long was that after the cuss this records came out?
The one with
The Joe Budden one.
Budden one. It was a couple months after. But that was more because it was in response to Drake dropping
doing
the
that
barbershop,
interview. Yeah, these lot were just like not rapping for a while.
Yeah.
But
No, I mean Drake was spitting about him on every track, every feature verse he had.
Pusha.
Yeah, man. Do you remember? I mean, I know not Pusha, but Pusha and Kanye and that whole.
Yeah, but he was directing it more towards Kanye. I don't think he wanted
Yeah,
that Pusha
fine.
smoke again. Like they were very subtle mentions of Pusha.
Yeah.
You know when you like, you don't want to poke the bear.
So, hey, I wouldn't do that, man.
Yeah.
It's not wise. But yeah, like basically, I saw someone saying like the reason he took it off is because he knows that if Lil Wayne and Drake and like basically if that camp drops Rick Ross, his relevance drops a lot because when was the last time that Rick Ross dropped a song like a single or something like that where without a feature that people spoke about? Like I feel like the only time, unless it's a project, the only time you really hear about Rick Ross is if he has a feature on someone else's stuff, or if he's done a song with Drake.
I mean, he's definitely. I mean, he's definitely like dropped down a bit, but I don't know, man. He has a solid like fan base. I don't think he needs Drake and Lil Wayne.
I wouldn't say he needs him, but I do think like
He wants them.
I think he clocked that like if I do this and have the Pusha verse on here,
He was
cussing Drake,
Yeah, he was.
I'm not gonna get feature of Drake for a while.
He was doing some relationship management.
Yeah,
He was
exactly,
Like,
yeah.
what relationship do I want
Do
to?
I care most
Yeah.
about? Yeah, and
Man, I probably would have done a live verse though,
I think so.
because Pusha's been rapping.
No,
a lot
I know. Sorry, no,
recently.
I think so. I have heard the verse. It was live. Yeah.
Oh, you've heard
Yeah,
it?
it was on Twitter. I've heard it. It was live, and he was cussing Drake. I can't remember exactly what he said, but
I might need to go listen
dude,
to
it
that.
was a hard verse.
Then Drake went on Joe Budden's live. Have you seen that shit? Where he's like,
Drake is the only person that still cares about this people. Like,
those comments on live were funny though.
yeah, they're funny, but he's like, I play story I've added on.
I want to see if it
rings
pops.
up.
Yeah, if it rings up.
So I guarantee the only person that knows the words is Rob
Rob
Markman.
Markman.
But yeah, like, I saw someone say like, nobody, absolutely nobody, Drake. Or Drake fans talking about Pusha T, and then they had the whole thing. But yeah, there was in terms of Rick Ross's album, I don't know, like I've said before, like I respect Rick Ross and stuff and like what he's done, but I'm not the biggest fan of him. So like,
Yeah, I'm
and-
not
but-
a big Rick Ross fan, but
and I'll say he drops good albums. I'll say that. So like, but I don't know. There's something about his albums that I feel like the beat does more for him.
yeah,
than that he brings to the beat. If that makes
like
sense.
he flows really well on certain beats.
Yeah,
That's what I
the
would
Justice
say.
League beats and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so
Like, but I feel like is the beat doing
the beat. You think the beat carries him?
the beat is.
I mean-
I don't want to say carries him because like
The beat does a lot for him.
yeah, I wouldn't go so far. as
But there's a
being
lot
like,
of artists where
massive
like
passenger.
their beats do
Yeah,
a lot.
there's
Even Travis to an extent, like his beats do a lot for him. You don't think his beats do a lot for him?
They do, but I wouldn't say it's. And also, not only that, Travis does a lot of his own production as well. But I wouldn't say that Travis's beats, even though he's not a spitter like that, I feel like it's more the melodies and stuff that.
Yeah,
Travis
maybe
comes up
maybe
with.
Travis is the wrong example.
Yeah, I think it's the melodies of Travis. That's what I like. Like there's certain melodies he does that's like only he could do that to me.
You might be right. You might be right. I'm trying to think of an example because there's definitely other artists where I'm like, I
The
mean,
beats carry, you know what I mean?
this
there's
song
definitely
is
artists like
live
that.
because of the beat.
I feel like people like on the other hand, I feel like J. Cole, he's an artist where the beat hinders him because he produces his own stuff and a lot of his beats are boring.
Yeah,
And because when we hear, I mean, we talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, when he spits on other people's stuff, he's so hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, because it's someone else's production. If you just spit, just rap, do your rapping thing, yeah, and let everyone else do the production, you'll be calm in it.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
That was A$AP Ferg's one, A$AP Ferg's album.
That's alright.
Yeah, I didn't really spin it that much. I listened to it once, I think.
I liked the first track.
I liked the last track. The last one was with Brent Fires. I can't really remember the first one. Was that the
First
one
one
that's
is
called
the
Flossies?
Flossies
Oh
one.
yeah, no, I do like that one.
That's
And I like
that's a
the
slapper.
A$AP Rocky collab.
Yeah. Oh,
Because-
Rocky dropped Babushka Boy or whatever.
I didn't listen to it yet. It's good.
It's a good tune.
The video looked funny, like the stills.
Yeah,
It was the Schoolboy Q with the still.
Yeah.
That was jokes. Who else? QC dropped, but it was 36 songs, so I just listened to like half of it. And I left.
I don't listen to QC projects. They're too long.
I liked what
Way
I
too
heard.
long.
I liked what I heard, but I think I did actually get through it. It took me like 3
Really?
days. Yeah, but
That's nice.
I'm not gonna. I said that's nice. I'm not gonna spin it again. It's too long. But I picked like a couple songs that I like off it.
Yeah.
Snow Allegra. Did you listen to her?
No, I haven't. I didn't know she dropped a project.
She
I do listen to some of her songs.
Yeah,
so.
no, she's sick.
I might need to listen to that.
Bro,
I might need to
that
get into
one.
my incense burning bag.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely one of them.
I got my own place now as well.
Oh yeah, bro. Have you got incense?
No, I need to get it.
Bro,
I need to get it.
come on. You're
I've
stacking.
got that automatic glade spray though. You know the one that.
Bro, that thing is kind of scary, you know.
Bruv, it always
Bro, you're
scares
just
me.
chilling and
I know, like this morning, like I was kind of waved, and like I was sleeping, and like in the middle of my sleep, I just said, "Psst," and I woke up like, "What the fuck is this? What is going on?" Yeah, no, I need to get some
yeah, we
incense.
get real incense, but
Yeah, bro.
Rhapsody dropped.
Yeah, it's a live album.
I never finished it, but I liked what I heard. I feel like it's one. This is a discussion for another. Like I've got a lot to say about because basically, have you noticed that she doesn't really get much push in terms of people talking about her stuff? And I've got a lot of opinions on why that is. But
I mean,
feel like
yeah, that might be a conversation for
that's
another day.
another
'Cause
episode.
that's
We have to
long.
do another
But
episode on that.
I do like the album.
I liked what I heard, but I need to finish it still. I was like halfway through.
Yeah.
Who else dropped? I think that was it from what I listened to, but there were like a few other albums and stuff that I've got like queued up. I'll spin
Wretch
eventually.
might drop soon.
Oh yeah, Wretch is coming, bro. Everyone's coming back, man. So what Shiji said, man. Jesus is next.
I wasn't a big fan of the Wretch song just because, like,
Oh really?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe I just wanted something different personally.
Let's see what he comes out with.
I feel like it's gonna sound bad. I feel like I've heard enough like songs about like motherly love recently. Like we got a lot like there's a lot of songs like that in the market. So it was kind of like I appreciate this, but the concept is like not something I really want to hear right now.
Yeah. It's still. I mean, Hot Boy Summer has just ended, or Hot Girl Summer, or whatever. It's just ended. Like, you still need a couple. We need like a wide
Thoughtum, like like Thoughtum has just started.
No comment, man. No comment. Bro, everyone should need to just stay home, man. It's getting cold. we had our fun. Let's chill.
Let's leave it now. Yeah, that's true. Now, yeah, I was just about to cuss Chance again.
No, so it's enough, man. It's enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
Nah, but we need some wholesome albums now.
Yeah.
Something about young love.
Yeah. We need to, you know, next episode we'll discuss song of the summer.
Oh, okay.
And figure out what it is.
Let's do that.
I don't think there's that many contenders anyway. But
Yeah.
should we wrap it?
Yeah, let's wrap it.
Okay, yeah. So we are at Southover Studio right now. I want to say a massive thank you to them for hosting us today. Check them out on Instagram at Southover Studio. I wish I had more contact details, but I will. If you go on Instagram, you'll see their podcast studio in Bromley, Southeast London. And yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Listen to 2Gs in the pod. Check us out on all the socials. So Instagram at 2Gs in the pod, Twitter at 2Gs in the pod _. And catch us on, what are we on again? Oh yeah, we're on everything. SoundCloud, in what's it called? Apple Podcasts. I always forget. I should write them down. You know? We're on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we're gonna have some content on YouTube very soon. We're gonna be re-kickstarting the channel, if that even makes sense. And yeah, you've been listening to 2Gs in the pod. Thanks again, and we're gonna leave you with the second half of this song. What's it called? Free Spirit, right?
Free Spirit. Yeah.
Free Spirit by Drake and Rick Ross.
Yeah, yeah, my GJ wagon, yeah.
It's the return of the Mac. I'm still alive, just like Tupac.